I'm going to talk about it. Bots. Everybody asks me about sneaker bots. Do they work? Are they good? Should I get one? I guess, how much do they cost? Well, I guess, let me kind of tell you the truth about bots. Yeezy Zebras, when they restocked, just recently. I've been following some of the major kind of big dogs who are the people that you'll see like flex on Instagram and Twitter, like literally a pyramid of shoe boxes like the week after the shoe came out, because they get shipped, or they get pairs shipped from all over the world because of their bots and proxies that they use. So once they get them all in, behind them will be like a pyramid of like 200 pairs of Yeezys, and people are just like, "Oh my god, that's amazing." What bot do you use? What proxy do you use? Let me tell you about the recent Yeezy Zebra release. If you want to talk bots and success, do bots work? Yes. In conjunction with good proxies. And people ask me, well, what's a proxy? I don't even really know what a proxy really what it is, except like it connects you, it keeps you from getting banned on your home computer, and it's a part of the thing of sneaker bots. For the Yeezys, a lot of the add to cart companies for this did horribly. It was not a very successful drop. People who spent literally tens of thousands of dollars on proxies lost a lot of money on this drop. Let me tell you how this kind of works. A proxy. Let's say a bot. Let's call this one the Soul Slayer bot. If you want to, let's say, run 100 tasks, for each task is one shoe. So if I want to try to run 100 tasks, each task will need its own proxy per task. So if you're going to run 100 tasks on your Soul Slayer bot with 100 proxies, let's talk price. Proxies. The more you buy, the cheaper the prices get. But not all proxies are good. Some are absolute shit. And very few are honestly good. I've seen some decent proxies in terms of quality can go for as low as about $3 a proxy. So keep that in mind. Some people know how to make their own proxies. And if you can do that, if you know how to do that, that'll save you a lot of money, especially whenever you don't cop anything. So let's say Mr. Joe, like I told you, ran 100 tasks on his Soul Slayer bot. One proxy per task. Let's say, he spent $3 a proxy. Yes, you might be able to find some cheaper for like $2 a proxy, the more you buy. But let's say he spent $3 a proxy, which is a good, like, standard price for a good proxy, between $2 and $3. So he spent about $300 for 100 tasks to try to cop 100 pairs of shoes today, and copped 0. So Mr. Joe, he spent $300 and got nothing to show for it. Yes, his Soul Slayer bot costs like, $400 or $500, which he purchased. Let's say Joe bought it 2 years ago. It's probably paid for itself since then, but today, the proxies today were a bust. So let me go a little more just about this recent Yeezy Zebra drop. I've been communicating with some of these big players, the ones who will cop literally like 100 pairs of shoes every drop. I recently talked with one of these guys. I'm not going to name drop anybody, but this person, actually, he runs his own website, a pretty popular website that you probably maybe have bought from for a resale price. Today, this individual ran 5,000 tasks on his Soul Slayer bot and got nothing. 5,000 tasks. And of course, the dude's pissed because he paid for 5,000 proxies. And even if you buy 5,000, you probably got them maybe as cheap as $1 a piece for that many. Let's say $1 a piece, which is cheap as hell for a proxy. So if he paid $1 a piece, he lost $5,000 today. $5,000. That is insane. Keep on cruising. I talked to another individual. He ran 1,800 tasks on between Soul Slayer bot and another Nike bot, the all-in-one bot, as we'll call it. 1,800 tasks, 0 carts, 0 shoes. Checked out. 1,800. So let's say it again. Even at $1 a proxy, let's round up a little bit and say this dude lost $2,000 on his bots because they didn't function correctly. Maybe the proxies weren't good. This whole sneaker bot game, there's no guarantee. Nobody knows. Like I said, you can literally run 5,000 tasks and not get one shoe, which is crazy. Another individual I talked to today, he ran 1,200 tasks between Better Nike Bot, Bandit, All-in-One Bot, and Soul Slayer. 1,200 tasks. And got nothing. Nothing hit. And he told me that his proxies were more expensive proxies. So how much he spent, tell me, but maybe $3, $4, $5 a proxy. At 1,200 tasks, he might have lost between $3,000 and $5,000 on proxies. So between these individuals, you're talking maybe upwards of $8,000 to $10,000 that these what I say, 4 people maybe lost on this last Yeezy drop just for the price of proxies. Isn't that insane? And I talked to a friend of mine today. He ran, 250 tasks, which, that's not that many. And I think he got his proxies for like $2 a piece, if I remember correctly. So he spent $500 in proxies and got nothing. And me and him talked, and he was very pissed because he's like, the $500 that I lost on proxies, I could have just taken that $500 and then just could have bought a pair at resale. Now I'm like, yep, you could have. But of course, he was trying to get multiple pairs to resell them. These people who run 5,000 tasks, they're trying to cop 5,000 pairs. They're trying to get 5,000 pairs. They want to resell 5,000 pairs. Or if they're running 500 tasks, they want to cop 500 pairs. That's what their goal is. Do you cop that many? No. But these big dogs who run 1,000, 2,000 tasks per drop, they're the ones who will have the pyramid of shoes behind them at maybe like 100 pairs. 10% of the tasks might hit. But this drop, people lost a lot of money. Because I checked on my timeline on Twitter during the drop, and it seemed like a lot of people were doing very, very well manually checking. I did very well manually. So I think there's times when shoes drop that these companies, they change their code or something. Like they're programming within the software to somehow block people's proxies and bots. And they do a good job at it. And sometimes they cost these people literally thousands of dollars a person. And then you got, a person like me just goes in, patient, waits his time, waits through the splash page, and checks out a few pairs. All at retail. So people ask me all the time, what bot should I use? First thing I always tell them is just having a bot itself won't get you the shoe. That's like step 1. Step 2 is you've got to find a good proxy provider. And a large majority of those providers don't provide very good proxies. One, because half the time you get proxies that are already banned by these websites. Like this person who ran 5,000 tasks with 5,000 proxies, all 5,000 of those proxies now will be banned by Foot Locker, Foot Action, Finish Line, Adidas. Like they're banned by those proxies are dead. They're banned. Like you can't use them again. Once they get banned by like Adidas, as far as I know, you can't use them again. Maybe on like Macy's.com, but on foot sites, those proxies are dead. You lost $5,000. You lost 1,000. So I tell people that the bot game is a very expensive game, but it can be very profitable certain times for you. You might get 50 pairs of shoes, but sometimes you might spend $2,000 and get nothing. That's the bot game. So what I recommend you, if you're asking yourself this question right now, should I get a bot? I gotta ask, do you know what you're doing? You have to have some kind of knowledge of how to set these bots up properly, where to source good proxies, and most of these people have very good, fast private servers. Sometimes a few dispersed around the country or the earth. They might have a private server in Australia so that they can cop off of Adidas.au. It's a very, very expensive game. So if you don't want to go that deep into the game and possibly lose a shitload of money if you don't do things right, that's the chance you take. I used to do the bot game. I was never successful at it. I tried it for about a year because I was tired of never getting shoes. I was sick and tired of seeing people post these pyramid of shoe boxes behind them, gloating on Twitter, gloating on Facebook about all the pairs they got. Does that piss you off? Yes, it pisses you off. But what these people with these pyramid of shoe boxes don't tell you, the past 2 releases, they lost, $15,000 in proxies. Gone. This mound of shoes behind them, once they sell all those shoes, they break even from what they lost from the past 2 releases. They break even. Yes, there's a mound of 75 pairs behind them, but at $200 a pair profit, $15,000 in the hole, they broke even. They don't tell you that stuff. So, this is the truth. This is the bot game. Do I know all there is to know about bots? Hell no. I suck at the bot game. I tried the bot game. I was horrible at it. I lost money every single time. I did it for a very short time, lost money, and said, hell no. It's either retail, and if I want it bad enough, I'll just go and buy it from Soul Supremacy for a resale price. If I want it that damn bad, I'll pay resale. I'm not going to chance losing hundreds or thousands of dollars trying to be the shoe pyramid guy flexing on my Instagram saying, look at this, 55 pairs of Yeezys. How cool is this? But I won't tell you about how I lost, $4,000 last month's drop on Proxies. I won't tell you about that though. But look at this, 55 pairs. After I sell these and pay myself back for the $4,000 I lost last month, I'm only up $1,000. So, is it worth it? That's up for you to decide. So, I'm not the bot guru. I'm not the proxy guru because I suck at it. But I have knowledge. The little knowledge I do have, I'm giving to you. So you can go big, and you can lose a lot of money. You can go big and make a lot of money. It's pretty much you're rolling the dice, trying to get those sevens. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you leave Vegas up $1,000, sometimes you leave down 15,000. That's the bot game. Be careful, know what you're doing, and ask somebody questions, because I don't know the answers to, but ask somebody who knows the questions before you get too deep and lose too much damn money in the sneaker bot game.
Run.